hookup culture was marketed to men as some kind of glamorous lifestyle, as some kind of fun and end all be all type of lifestyle, right? And if you weren't doing it, well, you're less of a man, right? And what do I mean by it was marketed as a glamorous lifestyle? I'm gonna get right into it. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. I am Tarik. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me and I appreciate it. So, growing up, I'm pretty sure as young men, we've heard from peers, mainstream media, music, TV, the whole 9 yards. Now, young men coming up, especially social media, right? That's probably the number one factor nowadays. We were, saying fed this whole hookup culture is just the thing to be. How many B words you got, man? Oh, you ain't got no B words? Oh man, hey, guess what? Last night I banged out this B word in my crib and all that good stuff, right? And this is all fine and dandy. It's fun. Am I gonna sit here and act like it's not fun? And fellas, if you a youngster, if a young lady feeling you feel me, she's into you just as you are into her, go ahead, do your thing, man. Get your thing wet. You dig what I'm saying? Do your thing with her. But keep this in mind. Do not let it consume you, right? Do not let it be part of your identity. Now, what do I mean by this? Like I said, it's fed to young men, it's fed to little boys that if you're not hooking up with multiple chicks, then you're somewhat less of a man, right? When in all reality, this is encouraging hookup culture, which in another reality is a complete waste of time. Hookup culture is the biggest waste of time young people indulge in, whether it's man or woman. I'm talking to my young men right now because it is advertised to us as this positive thing, right? And what do we know about mainstream society, mainstream media? Anything it promotes is probably not positive, right? Molly Percocet is not positive. You hear me? Getting freaking railed, just pissy drunk on a weekend is not positive. Getting drunk to an oblivion is not positive, right? None of that stuff is positive, but it promotes it. It makes it seem like this whole thing is just your whole identity, your whole world, or you're not part of the in crowd, okay? This is how young men feel. If young ladies, you watching this is how we be feeling when we're younger. We feel like outcasts when we aren't hooking up with flurries of women, with like a fortress of women. If we ain't doing that, then we're looked up upon as outcasts. And the big problem with this is, like I said, it is a huge waste of time. It's a waste of resources, waste of money, waste of health, just a waste in general. Waste management. Would not recommend. 1 star. You hear what I'm saying? And what hookup culture entails is not just hooking up with random chicks that you meet in some dark, dingy ass club, right? That's not the only thing that it entails. It entails getting drunk to an oblivion, doing hard drugs, not sleeping until like 5 in the morning, eating trash junk food. These are all the things. Like, hookup culture is just the umbrella for all of these things. Fellas, instead of worrying about chasing tail, and I know this channel talks about attraction and stuff, but it does not tell you to be just hooking up all willy-nilly. It's to really self-improve yourself, and attracting a quality young lady is going to be a result of that. Because if you take pride in yourself, then you are not going to accept anyone disrespecting you, and that includes young ladies, right? So don't get it misconstrued. That's the point of that, right? So instead of chasing tail, instead of worrying every waking second about poontang, right? Being on dating apps all day, getting drunk every single night, trying to hit up these bars. Instead of doing all that, build yourself up. So when you get older, right? Because young men, let me tell y'all something. You guys men are like a coal, a diamond in the rough type of deal, right? When we're younger, we're like a piece of coal. if we improve ourselves throughout time, that coal bing starts chipping away. That hard, dark, black coal starts chipping away. And then when you reach your late 20s, then you start seeing a diamond shine, right? Shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the, you feel me? That type of shit, like that. You feel me? But this only happens if you take care of yourself, if you maintain yourself. Your body is like a car. You have to maintain it, or else you're gonna go to shit by the time you are 30 years old. See, we talk a lot of these red pill channels talk about men hitting, women hitting a wall. Guess what, fellas? We are not exempt. Many a times when I was in the military, I would see Marines that were like 27 years old. They looked like they was 40 years old. What did they do behind closed doors, behind the scenes? Well, actually, I've seen them. That's why I know. Smoke cigarettes, chain smoke all day, drank every single night. They were married to they had an old lady that they ain't even like, but they had no other option, right? So their lady walking around here looking like Jabba the fucking Hutt, or she looking like Shrek. She's nagging at him, so now he's stressed, right? And he just looks super bad. You feel me? So men are not exempt from hitting the wall and participating in hookup culture, just like for women. Now, I will admit it does affect young ladies a little worse, and I made a video about this that I'm finna release. Yes, partying hard does affect young ladies worse, right? But still affects young men. See, this hookup culture, you're going to be in these dingy ass clubs. You're gonna be in environments where everybody is drunk. You are going to not sleep. And check this out, guys. You are going to age the hell out of yourself by not getting adequate sleep. See, sleeping at 5 in the morning after you've been up since the morning and you done partied throughout the whole night and you almost drank a whole bottle of liquor, literally, because when you out and about, you drinking almost the whole thing of liquor if you're drinking a bottle, right? And then waking up at 5 in the morning just to be chasing tail, right? Just to be involved in this hookup culture, it is going to make you look fucking terrible. Instead of doing that, instead of worrying about hooking up with random ass broads that are probably not gonna call you back, right? Probably gonna keep flaking on you if you do get in some type of deal with them, like a friends with benefits, where these channels promote that dumb shit, right? Trust me, she's going to stress the hell out of you. A lot of these guys talk about rotations. Man, one chick is like an army of 10. I don't know how these guys do it. I don't recommend it. You dig what I'm saying? Trust me, it is a waste of fucking time. Having a rotation is a complete fucking waste if you're still building yourself up, if you're trying to make something better of yourself. If you focus on all of these chicks, how are you going to be focused on improving yourself, improving your health, your physique, your mental, most importantly, right? Your mental state of mind, most important thing. How are you going to be focused on anything else if you waste your young, tender life chasing after box? And like I said, if a young lady just happens to come by, like in your college, some shit like that, but you're still on your grind, right? You're still making sure you're set for your later years. You're still getting your physique right, getting your finances, all that good stuff. If she just happened to come by, she a decent young lady, okay, cool. You can interact with her. What I'm saying is, don't be that young male, right, that's out here every single weekend or damn near every single day. A lot of guys that I knew were out here every single day getting trashed, constantly looking for pussy, right? Constantly being thirsty, wasting their whole 20s. And then the crazy thing about it is they're doing all of this in their younger years just so they, you know what I'm talking about? They can't look back and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? They look back and they're like, damn, nothing came out of it. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure your 20s are spent. And I'm not telling you, a lot of young men watch my channel, right? I'm not telling you to just be this boring, just not have any kind of adventures or anything. But if you do it wisely, and don't make it your whole identity. Do not make it your whole world, to where, because I'm telling you, outside influences, I'm gonna tell y'all something else, fellas. Not only is social media trash, but I hate to say it, the majority of the population is trash too. Almost everything people in the majority are gonna tell you is wrong, right? Meaning your friends too. Your little group of friends that you're cool with, they're gonna be pressuring you to do degenerate shit, right? They're gonna be smoking blunts, they're gonna be doing lines, they're gonna be popping pills, and guess what? They're gonna be right there encouraging you, telling you to do the same thing. Then they're gonna be pressuring you to get bitches, right? So if you notice that your group of friends is doing that, please detach yourself from them. No hard feelings, but look, you got bigger visions than doing lines of coke and chasing after thoughts, okay? I'm just gonna put it like that. I know that was super harsh, but just think about it like that. Is fitting in worth that, right? If you gotta snout lines, smoke blunts, pop pills, and chase broads and waste your youth, if that's what fitting in is, then you don't want to fit in. Matter of fact, you want to be an outcast. Matter of fact, nowadays, being an outcast is better than fitting in my personal opinion. Because if you look at the mainstream, if you look at the majority of the people, it's not looking too bright, especially for young men. I made a video called Society Program Men to Be Losers. That should give you a little insight, right? If you look at the majority, average modern male, you do not want to be that. And chasing after this corny ass hookup culture in your earlier years, right, is going to make you end up being that. Okay, so the best bet is to buckle down, save all that good shit, so when you get older and you got the luxury of doing that. And even then, when you do get older, don't be participating in that dumb just because you didn't gain success and all that. Don't go backwards, then revert to hookup culture. Don't get successful and have your physique on point. Then you're like, okay, now it's time to fuck up my body and my mental health, right? Don't do that. You still want to regulate. And the more you take care of yourself in your younger years, the more youthful, the more you're gonna age gracefully. Like I said, men, we age like coal, a diamond in the rough. We start off as coal. As time goes away, if you take care of yourself, you are going to chip away at that coal and shine bright like a motherfucking diamond. If you don't take care of yourself and spend all your youth chasing broads, not taking care of your physical health, all that good stuff, that coal is gonna turn to ash. You're gonna turn to ash, then you really ain't gonna get no females. You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, with that being said, hope this video helped. You guys let me know what you thought. Peace.